Mastering the journey. When I look at my road to becoming a master, I see it in a bit of a different light. I want to focus on mastering the road, not necessarily the end result. Like when you watch a movie and the entire movie is fun, enjoyable, exciting, and moving, and then it doesn't quite stick the landing. People come out of it only remembering that feeling of being let down. But I like to focus on the entire ride up to the end. The movie that made it there, that you felt all those great feelings about. I want to work on being present and focusing on the now. Now, mind you, that doesn't mean that I don't have goals because I certainly do. But let's look at where I am and where I'm going to be going on my master's journey. So things I've been working on and my future goals. Things I've been working on have been things like a book. I wrote an entire book of poems for kids, much along the lines of Where the Sidewalk Ends, something just fun and entertaining for me. And I put it out there. I published it on my own, and not much has come of it, but it was a fun activity for me to do. That also leads me into working on kid shows. I've pitched a couple of kid shows to the network that I work with. Unfortunately, they're not working on any kid shows right now as that market's kind of going down a little bit. But again, another fun exploration for me. I also animated an entire first episode of a kid show just to kind of to get my creative juices out and also to give the pitch an idea of what the show would look like. Now, future goals, the next thing I want to work on my road towards mastery, mastering my craft, would be to be working on a video game. I feel like I would have a lot more, uh, I could expand a lot more working on a video game. I could reach different kind of markets. One of the games I really like is Plants vs. Zombies. When that first came out, I was completely intrigued by it. So I'd like to do something along those lines, taking that idea and tweaking it. I've already kind of got the concept for the game and some of the characters sketched out, and that is why I'm kind of here for this school, working on my master's in the design program or master's in the game design program. And all this leads me to my eventual goal to be self-employed. I would love to just be able to create my own stuff on my own time and get paid for it. I love working on projects and movies, TV, but at the end of the day, wouldn't it be great if I could do it at my own pace, at my own time, and get paid for it? So, working on my video game, the steps to work on video game to be able to do it would be first, I'd be doing the animation, the backgrounds, the asset design. So I would create all of that. And that's totally within my wheelhouse. One of the things I would need to work on getting help for is the coding and development side of it. So that's one of the things the school can really help me with is that I can grow my resources. I can meet people who can do that stuff and maybe hook up with someone who can help me with that. Now, if I can't do that, then I would have to start learning how to do it myself. Now, it's not that I can't do it, but I know that that in its own right is a mastery field. So it would take a long time for me to work on that. Now, if I did have to do it myself, I could work with AI, Chat GPT. You can enter prompts in there. I need the character to move forward, and it can write the code for you. Now, it's not where it needs to be able to do a whole video game, but AI is also in its infancy right now, so we could get there soon. And I could be able to do it by myself without really needing to code. After I would get all this done, I could go to a publisher. These are indie publishers who would be able to take my game and put it out there for me. And if I can't find an indie publisher, then I could go the route of self-marketing, do a grassroots movement, and try to get the game out there and push it. So these are my steps to my future section of mastery. And I always come back to the quote from Robert Greene, which is, we all possess an inborn creative force that wants to become active. And for me, that's very true. I've been working in the creative field for a long time, and I get that out. Working in the production back end, I kind of marry the two together without having to necessarily do that. But this video game is one of those outlets that lets me do that.